Today, our lesson is from Oxford English Book 3, workbook as well as the textbooks. Let's start our lesson of the day. With Unit 1. This is the topic Robin, and we are going to be discussing the use of the word as. We would be needing Oxford English Book 3, the textbook, and we would be needing the workbook. We will be working on page number 12 of the textbook and workbook page number 6 and 7, exercise A. It will take us approximately 35 minutes to finish this activity. Let's get started. Now let's recap. What did we do in our previous lessons? Yes, we discussed nouns. What are nouns? Yes, noun is a name of a person, place, thing, or an object or an animal. We watched in the video the difference between the common nouns and the proper nouns. Do you remember which are common nouns and which are proper nouns? I'll wait while you think about the answers. Yes, common noun is a name of all everyday common objects like a boy, a table, or a chair. Proper noun is a name of a specific person, place, or a thing. Like Islamabad, like Karachi, or Ahmad or Aisha, etc. What are articles? Yes, we discussed that as well. Yes, articles are a, an, and the. These words are used to point out at the nouns. Now, let's concentrate on what we are going to study today. By the end of this lesson, we should be able to recognize what are similes. Now, there is no need to worry about the word similes. Today's lesson is going to be a lot of fun and you are going to enjoy it. Identify the use of as to compare two things that are alike. And that is what we call simile as well. Now, we would be able to complete sentences using this word as by the end of today's lesson. So, are we all ready? Let's get started. Now, let's see what is a simile and how is as used in the simile. Simile is when we compare between two things with the help of as or like. For example, as quiet as a mouse. Just like the mouse makes no noise, then we are comparing something that is as quiet as a mouse. So remember, whenever two things or two objects or two concepts are being compared with the help of like and as, that is what we call a simile. Now let's look at the examples of similes. We are going to specially focus on how as is used to compare two things. As bright as the sun. Whenever we want to compare certain things' brightness, then what better thing to compare it to than with the sun? So any bulb can be as bright as the sun. Somebody's yellow hair could be compared to that of the sun, that they are as bright as the sun. Or anybody's mood can be compared to the sun, that they were feeling as bright as the sun. As brave as a lion. Now, whenever you need to talk about somebody's bravery, you can tell that they are as brave as a lion. Just like a lion is so confident and courageous, exactly in the same way this person is very brave. As big as an elephant. Now you can be comparing an object which is very big. How will you tell somebody that it is very big? you compare it to the elephant, that just like an elephant is huge, the same way this object is big as an elephant. Video to understand what exactly is simile.
Hello, my name is Philip. I'm going to be your learning buddy today. Come inside the Enchanted Bucket store with me to begin an exciting adventure. Today, we are going to learn about similes. Let's start by learning about similes. A simile compares two unlike things using the words like or as. The first example of a simile is, her hair is as yellow as the sun. In this simile, you are comparing the girl's hair to the sun. What is the same? They are both yellow. Another simile example is, he moves as slow as a snail. In this simile, you are comparing the boy and a snail. What is the same? They both are moving very slowly.
Now that you have watched the video, I hope you have understood what are similes. Simile is when you compare two things with the help of the word as. Now, let's try to match the two columns here with the correct comparison. Take a minute, have a look at all the words that are there, and then we will see which matches which. As dark as? Night. Well done. As good as? What is good? Honey, gold, donkey? As good as? Gold. Very good. As sweet as? It can't be as sweet as a donkey, can it? No. As sweet as honey. Very good. As hardworking? Yes, as hardworking as a donkey. Well done, everyone. Well done. Now that we know all there is to know about the use of as in case of the simile, let's open our Oxford English Workbook page number 6 and try to solve the exercise A, question number 2 and 3. Now remember, read the question carefully, take 5, even 10 minutes if you want to, and then try to match the columns in question number 2 on page number 6. After you have finished that, then take 5 more minutes to write the complete sentences in question number 3 and on page number 7 of your workbook. There is no need to jump to the answer key slide because you want to practice whether you have understood what are similes or not. Do not cheat. Pause the video here and play it only once you have completed the exercise. Best of luck! Now that you have completed the exercise, let's check whether you have used the word as correctly or not. Now let's check question number 2. We were supposed to match the columns A and B by drawing lines. Let's see whether you have answered it correctly. The lake has no water in it, so the lake is dry. Yes, as dry as a bone. Well done. Mona is always kind and polite. She's quite a good lady. Yes, as good as gold. Shahid's hair is not grey. If they're not grey, then they must be as white as snow. Well done. The box was lifted by 5 strong men. Must be very heavy. So it's as heavy as lead. Well done. Bilal's grandfather is very old. Yes, as old as the hills. Well done, guys. Well done. Now that the same columns we matched earlier, we are supposed to make sentences by using A and B given on page number 6. And let's check our answers whether we have made the correct sentences or not. First one was done for us. Let's move on to the second one. Mona is always kind and polite. She's as good as gold. Shahid's hair is not grey. It is as white as snow. The box was lifted by 5 strong men. It's as heavy as lead. Bilal's grandfather is very old. He's as old as the hills. Well done, guys. You have done a great job. Now that you have completed 2 exercises in the class, you will be easily able to complete your homework. I want you to complete page number 7 and 8, exercise B of your Oxford English workbook. I'm sure you will find it very easy because you were able to complete the work in the class. Now you will send your homework to your teacher as per her assignments. Best of luck, everyone. Now let's wrap up today's lesson. Let's check what we learned today. What are similes? Yes, similes are when two things are compared with the help of as or like. Do you think using as to compare two things make the sentence more interesting? Of course it makes the sentence more interesting. If you just say that box is very big, it doesn't tell us how big the box is. If you say that the box is as big as an elephant, then everybody can imagine an elephant or the box which is as just the same size. So if you were able to understand all this during the lesson today, then you were the king or the queen of today's lesson. Clap for yourself. Well done.